Hello students, in our previous session of chapter number 9, that is morphology of flowering plants, we have learned regarding the topics. That is, the first one was types of inflorescence. Now inflorescence means it is the arrangement of flowers on a specialized branch called as peduncle. And inflorescence are of two main types, that is racemose inflorescence and cymose inflorescence. Then we have studied regarding the structure of flower. Now in the structure of flower we have seen regarding the different floral whorls, that is calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Then we have learned regarding the insertion of floral whorls. Similarly, we have seen the different types of estivations. Now, estivation means it is the arrangement of sepals or petals on the thalamus. Then we have seen regarding placentation. Now, placentation, that is the arrangement of ovules inside the ovary. Now, in this session, we are going to learn regarding the family, that is family Solanaceae. Now, the common examples of family Solanaceae are, you know that there are different common examples of family Solanaceae, which include plants like datura plant, then potato plant belongs to family Solanaceae. Similarly, tomato, then chili, as well as brinjal. These all plants belong to family Solanaceae. Now first we will see regarding the general characters of family Solanaceae. Now the first character is that plants belonging to family Solanaceae are herb, or they are shrubs or small tree. Now you know that herbs are the very small plants. Then next to them are the plant which are in more height than the herbs are called as shrubs, and small trees are of greater height than the shrubs. So mostly the plants are either herbs, shrubs or small trees. Then the plants belonging to family Solanaceae are dicotyledonous plants, and hence they show presence of taproot system. Now you know that taproot system shows presence of single main root, and it shows presence of root hairs. Then the stem of the plant is erect. That means it does not require support for its growing. Then it is woody. Woody means the stem is hard and it is branched. Similarly, the stem is covered by hairy structures in some plants. Then one of the examples of family Solanaceae, that is potato. Now you are all familiar with potato. Now potato is the underground modification of stem. Here in this diagram we can see the potatoes. Now potatoes are developed by the enlargement of the branches or the underground branches developed from the stem, and such enlarged structure, that is potato, is called as underground tuber, and it is the modification of stem which stores food material, and hence it is called as stem tuber. Then the leaves. Now the plants belonging to family Solanaceae show simple leaves, and the arrangement of the leaves is alternate. That means they show presence of alternate phyllotaxy. Here is the example of Solanaceae, that is the Thura plant. Now you know that phyllotaxy is the arrangement of leaves on the branch. So the plants belonging to family Solanaceae show presence of alternate phyllotaxy. In this diagram we can see alternate phyllotaxy. Then the leaves show presence of reticulate venation. Now reticulate venation, you know that the veins. Now here in this leaf we can see a midrib, and these are the lateral veins. So these lateral veins form a network, or it is called as reticulum, or a mesh-like structure, and these veins cross each other. Hence such type of venation is called as reticulate venation. Now venation means it is the arrangement of veins on the leaves, and in the plants, or the plants belonging to family Solanaceae, show presence of reticulate venation. Now reticulate venation is the unique characteristic feature found in dicotyledonous plants. Then the inflorescence found in the plants of Solanaceae is cymose type. Now you have already learned regarding the types of inflorescence. Now the two main types of inflorescence are racemose inflorescence and cymose inflorescence. So these plants show presence of cymose inflorescence. Now in cymose inflorescence, the main axis terminates, or the bud present on the main axis develops into a flower, and the growth of main axis or the peduncle is stopped. So these plants show presence of cymose inflorescence. Now we will see regarding the characters of flowers. Now the flowers in family Solanaceae are solitary. Solitary means they are single. Here we can see only one flower is developed. So when single flower is developed, it is called as solitary flower. Similarly, the flowers are bisexual. Bisexual means here we can see bisexual flower, that is development of androecium as well as gynoecium. That means development of male androecium and female gynoecium in the flower. Such flower is called as bisexual flower. Then flowers are actinomorphic. Actinomorphic means they are radially symmetrical. So such flowers are called as actinomorphic. Now here in this diagram we can see the example of family Solanaceae given is Datura flower. Then the outermost green colored whorl of the flower, that is calyx. Calyx shows five fused sepals. Now here we can see this is the calyx, and it shows total five fused sepals. Hence, as the sepals are fused, the condition is called as gamosepalous condition, and the sepals show valvate estivation. Now valvate estivation means estivation is the arrangement of sepals or petals on the thalamus. With the help of this floral diagram, we can see the structure of flower. Now floral diagram shows the outermost green colored, that is calyx, and calyx consists of total 5 sepals. Here we can see the first sepal, then second, then third, fourth and fifth. So total 5 sepals are present. These are green in color and carry the process of protection of inner floral whorls, while as they are green in color, carry photosynthesis. Similarly, the sepals are fused. Here we can see the sepals are fused. Hence, calyx is called as gamosepalous calyx, and they show presence of valvate estivation. Then the second floral whorl is called as corolla. Here in this diagram of the Thura flower we can see the corolla. Now corolla has total 5 fused petals. Hence the condition is called as gamopetalous. Here we can see inner to the calyx corolla is present, and corolla shows total 5 petals, and these petals are fused with each other and they show valvate estivation, and as the petals are fused, the corolla is called as gamopetalous corolla. Then the next floral whorl is androecium, which consists of individual members called as stamens. Here we can see these are total, there are 5 epipetalous stamens. Now epipetalous means they are attached to the petals. Here we can see in the floral diagram that the stamens are attached to the petals. Hence they are called as epipetalous stamens. Then gynoecium is the innermost floral whorl. Now here we can see gynoecium. Gynoecium shows presence of stigma, then style, and ovary is inside this receptacle. So gynoecium is bicarpellary. That means it shows presence of two carpels. Here in this floral diagram, we can see the transverse section of ovary. And these two carpels in the gynoecium show two locules. Here we can see one locule. Locule means it is the chamber of the ovary. Then another locule. So this ovary is called as bilocular ovary. Then gynoecium is called as bicarpellary as it shows presence of two carpels. Then it is syncarpous. Now syncarpous means the carpels are fused with each other and they are two. Hence gynoecium is called as bicarpellary and syncarpous. Now the ovary is superior. Now superior ovary means all the floral parts develop from the lower side of the ovary. Hence the ovary is called as superior ovary. And ovary shows, here we can see the ovary, that is bilocular ovary. And ovary shows many ovules. And the placentation is axial placentation. That means these ovules arise from the central axis of the ovary. Hence it is called as axial placentation. And here we can see the placenta which is swollen or it is enlarged in size. Then ovary after fertilization develops into fruits. Now it may be berry or it may be a capsule type of fruit. Similarly, you know that after fertilization, this ovary will develop into fruit. Here we can see the fruit. and inside this fruit number of seeds are developed, and these seeds develop from ovules. Now the seeds which are produced in the family Solanaceae are endospermic. Now endospermic seed means after fertilization, endosperm is produced inside the seed, which is utilized by the developing embryo for its development. But in some seeds, the endosperm is not totally utilized by the developing embryo, and some amount of endosperm remains inside the mature seed. Such seeds are called as endospermic seed. So, the plants belonging to family Solanaceae show presence of endospermic seed. Now here we have seen the structure of flower. Then we have seen the floral diagram. Now we will see the floral formula. Now here this symbol indicates that the flower is actinomorphic. That means this flower shows radial symmetry. Hence such flower is called as actinomorphic. Then this symbol indicates that the flower is bisexual. That means it shows androecium, that is male reproductive part, as well as gynoecium, that is female reproductive part. Then K stands for calyx, and members of calyx are 5 in number. That is, there are total 5 sepals. And as 5 is shown in the bracket, it indicates that the sepals are fused. Here we can see there are total 5 sepals, and these sepals are fused with each other, and such calyx which shows fused sepal is called as gamosepalous calyx, as well as the calyx shows valvate estivation. Then C indicates corolla. Now corolla shows total 5 petals, and 5 is shown in bracket. It means that the petals are fused with each other. Such corolla where the petals are fused is called as gamopedalous corolla. Then A stands for androecium, and 5 are the number of stamens, and these stamens are free from each other. Here we can see that there are total 5 stamens: first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Then G symbol, that means this symbol indicates that the gynoecium ovary is superior. Now superior ovary means the different floral parts develop from the lower side of the ovary. Hence ovary is superior in position, and in bracket 2 number is given. That means gynoecium contains 2 fused carpels. Such gynoecium is called as bicarpellary syncarpous gynoecium. That means 2 carpels are fused, and the term syncarpous is used for fused carpel. So this is the floral formula which indicates the structure of flower. So here in this session we have learned regarding the general characters of family Solanaceae. Then we have seen the characters of flowers.